Hunter Biden going in front of the committee, right? He's going to get grilled. Hunter
Oh
Biden
God, the
testifying.
first son.
Why don't you start the timer? I'll get on the Hunter Biden rant. Hunter Biden testifying is a distraction. Nothing will happen. He had a plea deal, which absolved him from other crimes. He wasn't doing any time. Nothing changed for him. So he can be getting in front of Congress, now I guess behind closed doors. It'll just be like Lois Lerner. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. Nothing's going to happen. Hunter Biden's going there because Joe Biden said, you should do this. It makes us look like we really care, like we're doing something. Because you have to. 5,000 for the big guy, whatever the texts were. So you get ahead of this problem, say, hey, we're serious about the first son, but it's a distraction. It doesn't matter. Like the UFO thing we talked about earlier. UFOs again. Now some are chasing or tailing something else. Meanwhile, the borders are being overrun and everything's up at least 40, 50%. Inflation's out of control. But that's what's going on. So the State of the Union, when you go out and look at gas, that's the barometer for everything. Look at gas. Think about gas what it was in 2019, or fuel. And that's what inflation is. That's almost identical to reality inflation. What your utility bill is, your fuel bill, your food bill, all the insurance now is outrageous. So go ahead. I yield my time. What do you think about Hunter Biden?
Well, I think I'm going to play devil's advocate here for a second. I think Hunter Biden, number one, is innocent until proven guilty. So in my mind, he'll always be innocent because they'll never prove him guilty. What everybody fails to forget, everybody thinks Hunter Biden's an idiot. He practiced law. I think he went to Yale or Harvard, one of the two very enlightened universities. He was much smarter than all of us. He was appointed to a Food and Drug Administration position by George W. Bush, $2 million a year salary. Hunter Biden is not an idiot. He's got an addiction, but he's not an idiot. But I almost think, devil's advocate here, that he could be somewhat of a sacrificial lamb because America loves a comeback. Everybody, think about Philadelphia. First thing I think of Philadelphia is not where the Liberty Bell is. I think of Rocky because it's a comeback. And I think they're setting Hunter up maybe to sell more of his paintings. I don't know. Or for some sort of comeback. Or they're using him to leverage Joe into the sunset. We're seeing what's going on with DeSantis and Gavin Newsom. I think they could be using Hunter as this leverage to just push Joe out. I really do. I think it's possible, but until Hunter is proven guilty in court, he's innocent. Everybody gets on the Trump train. Trump's innocent, Trump innocent, Trump innocent. He is until they prove him guilty in court, which they're stacking those up right now. And I don't even think this Hunter Biden testimony will be publicized or will be live. It's going to be behind closed doors. And we're going to get told just enough for the Republicans to say we need more money if we're going to beat Joe Biden. They're using Hunter almost as a sacrificial lamb to parade out some campaign donations. That's what I think. But Hunter's innocent until proven guilty. He's a veteran. He served in the United States Navy. Now, he didn't get discharged the way he wanted. We were talking offline. He
has an incident
positive. Yeah.
I mean, think about that for a second. Your dad's a senator forever. You go in, so you get on your resume, just like Pete Buttigieg. He wants on his resume, right?
Yep.
I'm a veteran. You fly in somewhere for a day, make sure you fly out. You get a campaign. That's what their point is. It's not like it used to be. So you stick Hunter in. He can't, with nose candy, it's a 3-day half-life, so 3 days out of your system. He can't even not do nose candy when he knows exactly when the meat gazers are coming. I don't know if they used to call that when you were in, but the meat gazers.
Yep, that's what we called it, meat gazers.
Okay, so he knows. He can't control himself, gets booed out as an ensign, which is like, and just can't, fine. But you got all these people covering for this guy. You don't want a senator coming down on the admiral making life difficult. So you're like, he's in the reserves. He wasn't active duty. Like, they're not drug testing you that often in the reserves.
Yeah.
My wife's in the reserves. It's not like calling you up when you're not on drill and going, hey, by the way, come in and pee. So the guy is documented scumbag, clearly. Documented all those things, which probably I don't care about his personal stuff. But when it got into doing business with the big guy in the text, when Scranton Joe was the VP, you have to say there's a crime here, but it's not. All that's a distraction. Nothing's going to happen.